Hello and welcome to the Sacred Gates Ascension podcast. My name is Elora. There is a big difference when you are trying to consciously manifest the life that you want between the substance of wanting and the substance of having. And quite often many of us are in the substance of wanting things. And the substance of wanting things aligns you, of course, with wanting, not having, which is very different. And many of us end up just wanting and wanting, but not actually having what it is that we want. And so the universe in return says, but you said you wanted, you focused on wanting, so I've given you wanting. And sometimes that's just not enough. We end up generating a lot of craving, a lot of desire, and the energy, the substance of want is what we're going to experience in this video. And we're also going to explore the substance of having, because there's a very clear distinction between the two. And whether you're working with either, you want to keep letting them go. So on that note, we do want to focus on having. When we focus on having, the law of alignment will align us with having what it is that we are visualizing, that we are feeling. And quite often what we really want is just to have opportunity, And when we are aligning with having, it does also generate desire and craving, but we also equally want to release that as well. We want to be good at letting go so that we can release the attachment to having what it is that we're visualizing there. And so that is also important, because many of us can also focus on having, but get very, very attached to the things that we want to have, the things that we want to align with. And so we need to, although it's better, of course, to align with have, it's a very different energy, as you may have noticed already, and we will explore that now. But you also want to be able to let go and broaden through the energy of having, because the energy of having will have its own restrictions as well if you densify it with craving, with desire. Yeah. So let's explore now, because when The Secret came out many years ago, I think in the early 2000s, the book and the documentary, although I feel like it was a great start to getting people connected to manifestation, the law of alignment, the law of manifestation, universal law, what it actually, I feel, did, and I wonder if you feel the same way, I feel like it kind of didn't focus enough on the mechanics of letting go, on how to let go. And so what that did was it actually took a really big piece of the puzzle out, or it didn't explain a really fundamental piece of that puzzle. And in the end, it generated a lot of want and a lot of greed, because people were just like, well, I get whatever I want, and I'm going to just focus on that and really get into wanting to have these things. And without understanding the mechanics of letting go, and without being able to actually let go, we end up getting stuck and densified in want and desire and these things that end up kind of slowing down and densifying the vibrations. So you always need to be able to let all this stuff go, because otherwise you could just kind of squeezing your dreams and squeezing these visualizations, which really you want to create a lot of space, which we do. As you know, if you've been watching these videos, you do that by creating a very open, soft, receptive and permeable body and mind. And so let's now explore the energy of wanting, so the substance of wanting, and how that compares to the contrasting feeling of having. And it's important to actually explore the feeling of want, even if you don't want that anymore, and you're realizing now that you've been really stuck and condensing into the energy of wanting, and you're realizing that you've just got a lot of want all the time in your life, and you're feeling that dragging on your life. And so rather than actually manifesting all these things, you're just wanting these things all the time, and you kind of are feeling stuck and victimized in the energy of just desire, of always just wanting. So we need to really get connected to that feeling, because if you want to connect more to the vibrational quality of having and the substance of having, which is so much nicer, then you need to be able to recognize the wanting energy. You need to be able to have something to contrast between. Otherwise, if you've been going along unconsciously in the field of wanting continuously and generating want into your life, then you're going to need to know it consciously so that you can evolve and move on to have, so that you get that little ding, I'm in that wanting mode. Okay, let's shift now into the other mode, which we will also get very familiar with in this video. So tune in now for part 2 of this video, and you can connect to with me the vibration of wanting and having. Okay, see you in the next video, guys. Bye.